You know, what's amazing is that Americans are the most overweight population in the history of the human race, eating so many more calories than people require, and eating so much more oil and sweets and sugar than you could, it's funny because I say, the stomach is only a liter, the size of a little over a quart. If you're eating natural foods, like fruits and vegetables and nuts and things, you can't put that many calories in your stomach. It gets filled up with fiber and you get full too fast. If you lived on a desert island, or if you went one of these naked in the wood things, and I'd love to do that, but I wouldn't want to be barefoot. I wouldn't want to stick on those thorns and stuff. I could be naked, but I have to have shoes on. But anyway, the point is, you couldn't be overweight. No overweight people. It takes effort to climb the trees and to cut out the pith of the thing and to look for food and to harvest the foods around and to even to kill small animals, whatever you is, but lizards and insects and stuff and snakes you could eat and frogs, whatever it is. The point is that people can't be overweight living on a natural food diet. It's impossible. It's only the processed foods that can concentrate the calories. And you can't get that much, how much the fruit is bulky and high water content and fiber. So natural fruits grown in the wild aren't even that sweet as the ones that we use today. So the point I'm making is that primitive people didn't have any kind of free sugar. The sugar was all bound to fiber and digested slowly. Now we have a huge amount of free sugar. By free sugar, I mean it's like sugar without nutrients and fiber associated with it. People are consuming 30 teaspoons of sugar a day. When we'd be consuming maybe we'd be consuming 30 to 40 grams of sugar. Now we're consuming 400 grams of sugar or 400 grams of sugar a day. It's ridiculous what people are eating today. And the point here is, and I know this from many years of study and contemplation, because you can't be, that Skipper never really lived on that island. Get it? Even the American Heart Association recommends people not have free sugar. They tell you not to have more than 25 grams a day of sugar, and that's about 100 calories. But that's still junk food. Why should you have 100 calories of junk food? Of course, they want to be, do what society is doing. If society is taking in hundreds of calories, hundreds and hundreds of calories. I mean, one soda from a fast food restaurant, more than 200 grams. People just pouring that sugar right down their throat. I can't fathom how people could take a chemicalized, sugarized mix with chemicals and artificial flavorings and colorings and sugar and just pour it down their throat. I mean, don't people really understand that they are what they put in their body? It reminds me of my daughter, who's now, I have 3 daughters, but one of my daughters, when she was 4 years old, now she's 23, that daughter, I took her to a health club where she was working out. She was doing like a baby, a little kid workout, class or something. And she came out of the little kid workout class called boot camp. She called it boo-boo camp. It was called boot camp or something. And she said to me, "Don't these parents love their children?" I said, "What are you talking about?" Of course they love their children. Of course, we all love our children. What are you talking about? And she said, this is a 4-year-old. She said, they're feeding them foods that are going to hurt them. They're feeding them junk food. They're feeding them, they're bringing into the parents or bringing into the kids chips and candy in the class to hurt them. And I said, they don't know it's going to hurt them like we know that. They're not doing it on purpose. They don't know it. So she says, how could they be so stupid? How could they not know that what you eat doesn't make your body? How do they know that you put things in your mouth that doesn't make you who you are? This is a 4-year-old, right? And so the point I'm making is, it's so basic, even a 4-year-old understands it, that you are what you put into your body. You become the person that you put into your body. And how are parents so ignorant? So I explained it to her. I say, it's not really that they're so she said to me, how could they be so stupid? Then I answered so I said to her, it's not that they're so stupid. I said, everybody does it, so people don't think. If you woke up in the morning and you walk to the bus stop to go to school, if every kid on the playground was smoking a cigarette, and every parent was smoking a cigarette, every mother saying goodbye on the porch was smoking a cigarette, and some countries, around the world, everybody smokes, even kids smoke. You think it's normal, you don't even think about it, because everybody does it. Well, in this country, it's insanity. Everybody hurts their children's health and creates cancer in their children by feeding them junk food, and they don't even know about it because they think it's okay because everybody's doing it. It's like social peer pressure, negative social peer pressure. But if very few people did it, they'd see it as being abnormal. But what's funny is in this country is that us, meaning my family, who are eating, a kiwi, giving you a kiwi and some carrot sticks or broccoli. My daughter, it's funny, when my daughter was in preschool, she used to take a box of frozen broccoli to school with her. She would eat the whole 10-ounce box of frozen broccoli at 4 years old, and I like it, because you like what you're used to eating. And the point I'm making, of course, is that that's seen as being abnormal. That's seen, having your kid eat broccoli is abnormal. Your kid's eating broccoli? Wow! As if that's something special or abnormal. It's funny, I remember when my son Sean was about 4 years old, he went to see his older sisters perform in a school choir. The school was putting on this song thing, singing songs at their like 4th grade or whatever, I don't know what it was. So he's coming in with his parents, and there's chocolate chip cookies on a table right at his nose height. And they're handing out chocolate chip cookies to kids as they walk in the door. So they hand him a cookie, and my wife and I are looking at him and we're going, I wonder what he's going to do. He's never seen a chocolate chip cookie before. Let's just see this as a scientific experiment, see what he does with the cookie. So he takes it, and he smells it, and he takes a little nibble of it, and he goes, ooh, that's junk food. And he throws it back at the person on the table. What I'm saying now is that these kids don't even like things that are that sweet because they're too heavily flavored and sweet for them. They like their desserts. They like their ice cream and their cookies and their things made without all this heavy sugar because their taste buds would be overwhelmed by those foods. And they like what they're used to eating. My kids used to always bring people from the neighborhood over, their friends over, to have our smoothies and our desserts because they thought they were so great and so much better. And the other kids liked them too. They would say, how come you can't teach my parents how to make some of this stuff? But my kids loved this stuff. They loved it and they were excited about this stuff. And they appreciated it. They weren't deprived. If anything, they felt that they were very special to have this kind of food, delicious food that was tasted great and also was healthy for them. They felt proud of it.